And we're out. Beautiful trade, 700 ticks. That's how we do it. Again, I'm really just waiting until 10 o'clock or the 950 to 1010 macro. If there's something clean that presents itself within that 20-minute macro, even if it's before 10 o'clock, I'll look to engage it. Because I think NASDAQ may want to reach for the sell side. And then I would expect, if that's the case, I would expect this fair value gap to be treated as an inversion level. Then you have a potential breaker on your lower time frame, high, low, higher high. If it can give me an entry here without taking out that sell side, then I'll look to get in, especially if we leave like a little fair value gap here overlapping with the breaker. Oh, I missed it. I didn't even realize it traded up into it there, but 15-second chart happens so fast. All right, shorting what I wanted inside of this fair value gap coupled with the bearish breaker. You have your high, low, higher high, and I like that we're in that 950 to 1010 macro. Short 10 contracts, I'm taking off 3 small little partial at that sell side level. And then if it permits me to move my stop to break even, then I'll do that as well. I'm watching this up close candle as a bearish order block. I want to see if we stay in the lower half of this to take us lower into the sell side and the bottom of our current new week opening gap. Yeah, I'm watching mean threshold of that candle. Let's take these lines off. Oh, not that. So mean threshold, you take the entire range of the up close candle. Midpoint there. Do the bodies close past it? Nope. The wicks do the damage. I'm going to get ready to take a partial if I can get a little bit more. There we go. All right, now I took that partial. There we go. So I'm going to move my stop to break even here. And we have an event horizon. And basically what that is, we have 2 new week opening gaps here. This one, which is our current, and then an old new week opening gap here. Event horizon is midpoint. So if we tag that, I'm going to take off another partial. So what that looks like is you take your high, or sorry, the low of this new week opening gap, take the high of this one, and just eyeballing it, event horizon is about right there. I'll take another partial at that level. Something like that. And then 3 contracts on. Best case scenario exit is going to be all the way down here at that sell side. And I'll take 2 off here at the new week opening gap. Right about there. And notice what time this price move is occurring during that 950 to 1010 macro. So everything looking good. If we tag that limit order, then I'll move my stop. I'll trail it down a little bit. It's placed in a good spot right now, so I'm not worried about really touching it. This is going to be a short stream because once this hits, whether I get stopped in profit or if the trade pans out in its entirety, then we're just going to go ahead and end it. And again, this logic is based straight from the webinar we had yesterday morning. So if you haven't watched the webinar, you got to get on it. 15-second entries. It's taking us to the next level, trying to tell you. Just a few points short of that new week opening gap. Get down there, you know you want to. It's teasing. There we go. So that is our partial, and now we're just waiting for our best case scenario exit. Dubs in the chat. Last week of February, let's go. It's good stuff right here. Good stuff. Let's adjust the stop now. Trailing above this fair value gap that I'm trading as a breakaway gap, my stop loss is above that. So this candlestick's high comes in at 93.75. That can't be right. My crosshair doesn't work, so 56.25. All right, and then we'll stay on stream to see if this gets hit. If we take too long to either take my stop or the limit order, then I'll just end the stream, but y'all can see what I'm aiming for. On a 15-second chart. It's nothing to be scared of because it's a seconds chart. The logic and all that's still the same. Entry, this is stuff that happens with the 15-second chart, but it traded into that fair value gap so quick. Like it literally just opened and then like not even half a second, it was gone. So just to make sure I'm a part of the move, got in just a point or two lower, but that's stuff you have to deal with if you're trading lower time frame. Midpoint mean threshold of the order block, we said we don't want to see nothing past that, and that's also aligning beautifully with our current new week opening gap consequent encroachment. Partials at that sell side, partials at event horizon, partials at this old new week opening gap, and then I'm aiming for sell side at 21,500 or so. Straight from the webinar from yesterday. Everything's looking good. Just let this thing pan out, and then we're logging off for the day. This is when you ask yourself, or again, I sound like a broken record, but A lot of people ask, do you feel FOMO because you're not trading this on your live account? I have no emotions. I'm not feeling any type of way because this is on paper at all. This is like, we see setups happen every day. And mind you, this setup is forming when the daily chart is not necessarily the cleanest. Like, the daily chart is looking a little fugly right now. So there is no reason to feel bad because you catching wins on paper, but you didn't take it on your combine, or you didn't take it on, your live account or your personal account or your funded account. This stuff happens every day. And especially if we're incorporating the 15-second chart, again, you don't have to. If you're uncomfortable trading the seconds time frame, just, do you. But especially if you're executing on a 15-second time frame, there's so many setups. Everybody, we saw this fair value gap. We're pointing out that's a nice bread and butter scalp from that fair value gap to the new week opening gap. And I said, you're probably going to get another setup in the next 5 minutes. Then you'll probably get another setup in that 950 to 1010 macro. And then, lo and behold, because the 15-second chart is so forgiving. Okay, what the hell? Y'all, I'm not even playing, but like, my crosshair thing ain't working. I don't know what's going on. So here's your 950 to 1010 macro. And then here's our setup coming in pretty much right at 950. Gonna trail my stop a little bit. Not too aggressive. I really want to base it on a 1 minute chart. So let's see. Thinking about placing it above this up close candle, but at the same time, I don't want to trail it too tight. So it's just going to stay right there. It's one small little micro. And then this is for the people on YouTube. I know they're going to ask me, Tremaine, you're shorting beneath the midnight open. I thought your model says you don't short beneath the midnight open. Why are you looking for sales? I thought we only look for buys. The trade, Tremaine's 2025 model, that is just a model. Okay, the markets don't operate based on my model. The markets don't say, all right, Tremaine, we're beneath the midnight open. Let's give you a setup, to go short in or to go long in. So I am flexible, even though I would like taking longs if I'm way beneath the midnight open. You have to base your decisions on the chart based on what you're seeing in price at the time. So I just know I'm going to get a lot of questions because people are going to ask. We can get ready to spam dubs in the chat because this is an absolute banger on a Monday. That's a killer right there. That's nice. I'm telling y'all, the 15-second chart might be my new thing. I'm not even kidding. For a no news Monday too, I'll be honest, I'm surprised. This might be my best trade I've taken, like, ever. What a day. What a day. I think it's likely to aim for something way lower than the sell side, to be honest. But obviously, I'm content. And we're out. Beautiful trade. 700 ticks. That's how we do it. See y'all tomorrow, same time at 9:30. I'm gonna edit this footage and whatnot, and then get that posted. And I'll be chatting it up with y'all in the server. Love y'all. See you tomorrow at 9:30. Peace.